Hi, I'm Judy. Welcome to Go with Yin Yoga and a Yin Yoga flow to get you in touch with your Sacral Chakra. The Sacral Chakra is associated with the water element, all about flow and flexibility, not worrying if horns are beeping while you're filming stuff. So grab all your props and then meet me on the mat and come into either an easy seated position or laying down on your back. Let's take 3 centering breaths, inhaling through our nose and then exhaling through the mouth, and allowing ourselves to let go of tension more and more with each exhale. And close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. Big inhale through your nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. Again, inhale through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Forehead relaxes. Shoulders relax. Relax your eyes. Let your jaw soften. And last time, inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. And go ahead and slowly blink your eyes open. Or listen to me. Take your thumb and pinky fingers together. The other fingers all come straight out. This is the Jala Mudra. It is associated with the water element. Now, you do not have to take this mudra if you do not care to, but if you'd like to, this will get you in touch with your flexibility in mind, body, and spirit. You can, again, do this either seated or laying down. If you're laying down, you might like to take this gesture onto the pelvis area, below your navel. And if you're seated, you can either do that, or you can just allow your hands to rest on your thighs, with or without the mudra. And physically, we're going to be getting into our back, our hips, our hamstrings, our glutes, all areas that it's said we store emotions. Emotions are also associated with our sacral chakra. On a more subtle level, we are balancing our emotions, trying to release negative, nothing's really negative, but unhelpful emotions, and invite in the more helpful emotions. So releasing fear and indecisiveness, and welcoming in joy and inspiration and intuition. And as you relax here, coming into this practice, into this moment, really feel your seat on the earth. Feel supported. Know that the earth will always take you and support you. And from that support, feel your spine grow up towards the heavens. Not in an inflexible way, not ramrod stiff, but in a way that honors the natural curves of your spine. Maybe the head presses in a little bit, chin comes in a little bit, head presses back so ears are over shoulders. Just see if you can find more length, more spaciousness along your spine. And now let that go. I'm suggesting that you either sit on a block or a bolster, and I'm going to suggest also, even if you're sitting on them, you might want a couple for your head. I will show you that in a minute as I get my own. You might want to take your blocks in a T in front of you. You can be sitting on a block, you can be sitting on a bolster. And you can also just be sitting on a blanket or towels. And I grabbed just a towel today because I wanted to show you. You don't need a special yoga blanket. They're fun and I like them, but I just grabbed a towel, and a towel works great. So go ahead and take your right leg and stretch it out towards the right side. Take one of those towels and place it underneath your leg. So all the points that are in connection with that earth are padded and comfortable, and you can let them relax. And from there, if you'd like, begin with a nice straight long spine, half butterfly pose. Our affirmation that I'm offering you for this practice, or you can choose your own affirmation, you can set your own intention, this is good time. But what I'm offering you is my emotions are balanced and healthy. And your left leg, which I did not say, bend your left knee, bring the left foot into the right thigh. So half butterfly looks like this. Left knee is bent, left sole comes into the right thigh. Hopefully sitting up on something so your hips can be a bit more comfortable. And now that you've been here for a minute or so, okay, and dragging a leaf or something on my mat. If you'd like to, you can go ahead and begin to release your forehead to your blocks. You can also just let the forehead point down towards the mat or the earth. Whatever feels right in your body. Ask yourself, what do I need to do in this pose to relax my muscles and allow the strengthening to go into my connective tissue? Do I need to do something with my breath? Do I need to make any little adjustments before I come into stillness? Maybe I'd like the palms of my hands to be pointing up towards the sky, allowing my shoulders to relax some more. Bringing my attention to my third eye and space between my eyebrows. Our third eye is also associated with inspiration and intuition and creativity, similarly to our sacral chakra. But you have to have a strong sacral chakra to support your third eye and really get in touch with that inner wisdom. Last couple of breaths here. And take the palms of your hands to your mat. Press into those palms to begin to lift your torso. Leave the blocks where they are. Either pause for a minute in the middle, or maybe windshield wiper your legs. I'm just going to set up the second side. So I'm moving my blanket so I can pad my left leg this time. Bending the right knee, taking the sole of the right foot to the left thigh, and adjusting my blocks as needed. My emotions are healthy and balanced. And as you're relaxing into half butterfly on this side, I'd love for you to think about water. What is the nature of water? What is the motion of water? And begin to let your head either come down to your blocks or stay straight up. See what feels right in your body today. It may be different from what was yesterday or tomorrow. And coming back to that thought about water. Water nourishes us. I'm sure we've all heard that we are, for the vast majority, water. That we can live for a long time with very little or no food at all, but we can only live a very short amount of time without water. And I've seen firsthand how people can live a long time without food. I was going to say not a traumatizing way, maybe a little bit. My father, in the last week of his life, stopped eating completely. And he lived for a week. But without those nourishing and cleansing fluids, he would not have lasted that long. And water is also really powerful. I live in an area that, at this point in time, in this present day, has been really ravished by lots and lots of water. Gratefully, we are okay, but so many towns, so many roads, so much destruction by water. So when water is out of balance, it can be a very destructive force. And that's one reason why we want to balance our sacral chakra. And last couple of breaths here. And take your palms to the mat. Press into those palms. Slowly begin to lift your head. Straightening up your torso, walking your hands back towards your body. And again, take whatever little movements you may need. You may want to keep a block for our next pose. We're going to do legs up the wall. But since I'm outside, I wanted to give you some other options. If you have a chair, you can use that if you're in an area where you don't have a wall. And I would suggest padding it with a few blankets. You can use one of the blocks. You can just put that under your sacrum. Put your legs straight up towards the sky. You can do it without a block. You can just point your legs straight up towards the sky. But if you have a chair or a couch or a bed and it's about the right level, you can just begin to take yourself towards it and take your thighs onto it, bringing your hips close to the chair, slowly coming back down. Knees are bent, taking any little micro adjustments you need to be comfortable. And this is one way you can experience legs up the wall without a wall. My emotions are balanced and healthy. Begin to take your attention to your breath. Not trying to control it, just noticing how it feels. Does it feel like small waves gently lapping on a beach? Does it feel like great big waves crashing into the sand? Can you feel that breath coming into your body, flowing into your body? And when it does, where is it flowing to? Where does it get stuck? Just notice these things, no judgment, good information to have. Notice where your chin is pointing. Is it comfortable on your neck? Would it feel more comfortable if you tuck that chin into your chest just a little bit? Or maybe place the blanket underneath your neck. Maybe you'd like to bring your hands into Jala Mudra again. Taking the pinky to the thumb, stretching out the rest of the fingers. My emotions are healthy and balanced. I am flexible in body, mind, and spirit. The last couple of breaths here. And if you have your legs up, slowly bend your knees, take them to the ground. If you have your legs on a chair or a couch, a bed, slowly just begin to lift your hips and then slowly take your thighs off, beginning to walk your body upward on your mat. I'm going to grab my chair, move it back out of the way. You may want a couple of blankets by you. And slowly come down till you're laying on your back again. Stretch your arms out from your shoulders so they make a T shape. Inhale, lift your hips up, move them over towards the left, and bend your knees, bring the legs together, bring them in towards your chest, and slowly allow them to fall over towards the right side. Feel free again to take that Jala Mudra, bringing pinky and thumb together, and then internally take your attention to your pelvis area, your sacral area. Our chakras are not a physical organ, although they're often linked with areas of our body that are physical. And the sacral chakra is obviously linked with the sacral plexus, but they're not really in front or in back. They're deep within your spinal column in what's called your subtle body. And that's where I'd like you to take your attention. My emotions are healthy and balanced. On your next inhale, begin to take your knees so they're pointing straight up to the sky, unwinding your spine so it's straight from your tailbone all the way up to the crown of your head. Pause here before you go to the second side. Take a few breaths. Checking in with that sacral chakra, your creativity, your emotions, your inspiration. And then inhale, lift the hips, move them over towards the right side. Bend the knees, bring them in towards your chest, and then allow them to fall over towards the left. Arms are still straight out from your sides, coming out in a T. And maybe once again, bring your attention to your breath. Notice if anything seems different about it. Now that we're approaching the end of this short yin yoga flow, or maybe it's different on this side, maybe the breath is different on this side, maybe something feels a little stuck on this side, or maybe it was the other side. Just begin to notice the differences in your body. Notice where things are flowing. Notice where things are not flowing. Last couple of breaths here. And then again, begin to bring your soles of your feet to the mat. Knees come up towards the sky, slowly unwinding your legs. Pause here, take a few breaths. Allowing your body to settle back into the earth. Taking these last few moments as we move into Savasana for yourself. And slowly stretch one leg out towards the bottom of your mat and then the other. Allow the feet to open. Hands can either stay out in the T, they can come down by your body, or you can take whatever form of Savasana feels most comfortable to you. As I sit up and hold time for you, and I'd like to read you a small quote from Rumi. When you do things from your soul, you feel a river moving in you, a joy. And perhaps use that as you are relaxing in Savasana. And just close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. Allow yourself to completely relax, let go of any effort. There's nothing to do here. This is your time to just be. An invitation to take your attention back to an intention you may have set in the beginning. Or think about mine that was offered, just balancing our emotions, finding our creativity in our inspiration. Has anything bubbled up for you? Has anything inspired you in this practice? Feel ready to tackle a creative task, perhaps. It's a great practice before you need to sit down and be creative. Allow your breath to deepen. Or stay in Savasana for as long as you feel called to. And if you're moving on, allow your breath to deepen. Feel everywhere your body is touching the earth. Feel that support. Know that that's support that you can always reach out for, even when it feels like no one or thing supports you. Begin to take any little movements your body needs. You could be moving fingers and toes, maybe wiggling hips a little bit, flowing a little bit. And your next inhale, inhale your arms up and over your head, feeling that river of nourishment running from the crown of your head all the way down to your tailbone. With eyes closed, if they're closed, gently bring yourself over to whatever side feels comfortable to you. And pause. Take a few breaths here. Maybe offer up a little gratitude for this practice, and gratitude for your body, gratitude for the water in your life. And then slowly begin to make your way to a seated position. Begin to rub your palms of your hands together, feeling the warmth between your palms. And then go ahead and cup them over your eyes. Fingers are in your hair, on your scalp. And slowly begin to open your eyes behind your hands. If you feel cracks, if you see cracks of light, just bring your fingers together and slowly take them apart, inviting light and allowing your hands to fall into your lap. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this practice, please go ahead and click the like button. If you'd like to practice with me again, go ahead and subscribe and click the bell. Take a look in the description below. You can ask to join my Facebook community. Right now, I am offering a free ebook on five poses to have a stress-free summer. Of course, I don't know when you'll be seeing this, but you can always ask for that ebook. And if you have to move on, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free from pain and suffering, and may you feel flexible in body, mind, and spirit. If you can stick around for just a bit more, I do have some journaling questions for you, and if you can't stay, they'll also be in the description box below. So after this practice, I would love for you to take a few moments to just free write in a journal. Don't worry about how it sounds, don't worry about grammar, just let the words flow. There's that word again. What inspires me? How can I keep the things that inspire me in my mind throughout the day? What creative activity have I wanted to try, but feared I wasn't good enough, that I wouldn't be good enough? Pick one. Put it in your calendar. Schedule it. Try it. You may surprise yourself. And even if you're not very good, you may still really enjoy it. It's okay. And most of us, when we're beginners, we're not good. I can tell you that from personal experience. Many times. What situations make me fearful, insecure, or withdrawn? What would soothe me in those sorts of situations? What could I do to make myself feel better? And then finally, I'd like you to free write about what a creative day feels like and looks like to you. How did your day start? What are you wearing? What are you drinking and eating? What can you see? What are you hearing? And that's all I have for you today. Go ahead and revisit these questions, journal on them, Journal on them again. Get in touch with that sacral chakra. Get in touch with your creativity and your inspiration, your emotions, your playfulness. All these things are important. Without all of that, we can't bring our dreams into manifestation. And that's what these short chakra flows that I have been offering in summer of 2023. It's all they are aimed at. Getting in touch with what you want to bring into being, what you want to birth, if you will. And then bringing it down to the earth and offering it to the world. Thank you so much for joining me again.